Today's task is about preparing for some of the questions that many people find difficult, like why are you leaving? Why do you want this role? And why do you want to work for this company? And do you have any questions for us? So, on the first one, often if they ask you the question, why are you leaving? It feels like they want to ask you about something negative. If you left after a short period of time, or if you had a bad manager, or if there was some problem, or if the company wasn't doing well. Whereas rather than focusing on those points, if you focus on what you learned, the positive experiences that you had, the achievements that you had, the skills that you learned, and so on, it comes across a lot better. Now, moving on, if you also focus on the future, like the challenge that you want to take on in this company, why you're excited by their products or their services, why you're particularly interested in their role, all those things are going to present you in a much better light than focusing on anything negative. The next question is about why do you want to work for the company and why do you want this particular role? So that's where you have to do a little bit of work and figure out from the job description and from the company's website, maybe even looking at their social media feeds and figure out what is it about them that you like? What is it about the job responsibilities that really attracts you? When you pick out one or two things really specific about both of those and present them back, that's going to come across as really genuine and it's going to show that you're interested in the job and that you've done your research. Finally, they might ask you if you have any questions for them. So that's the moment when you should ask them any genuine questions you have. So maybe something wasn't 100% clear in the job description. Now's your chance to ask them about that. In addition, if you don't have any other questions to ask yourself, here are some others that you might find useful. You could say, what is the team or the company's biggest goal over the next 6 months? Right, that way you get yourself into their headspace and understand exactly the sort of challenge that they're facing. You could also ask, what do you enjoy most about working here? That way you get a chance to see what they really enjoy and appreciate, and you get a sense of whether or not the company has a good culture and it's going to be a nice place to work. And finally, if you feel like there's any moment in the interview that there's a bit of friction or it doesn't work well, or maybe they have a strange expression on their face, anything like that, you can always ask this one final question, which is there anything I've said in the interview so far that you're unsure of, that you would like me to clarify further before we finish? With that sort of question, you give them an opportunity for them to come back to you and ask you about any objections they might have, any concerns they might have, and you can finally clarify it before you finish the interview and the conversation. I hope those tips have helped. Thanks for watching.